Wait, what do you mean he committed more than one crime? If I can gather more evidence, this proves my claim that he committed more than a burglary. Just think about it this way, because he might have connections to these crimes, Mary Jane, Jason Smith, and Oliver Gordon. If I can connect him to these murders, that means he'll be sentenced to life in prison. But how can you prove he did all of this? Just watch, dumbass. So he really did commit those crimes. I was able to collect his footprints from the locations where the murders were committed. I found his footprints, I found his fingerprints, and I found his DNA. He also had a tussle with one of the victims, and I found his blood at the scene as well. In 2 weeks, I will be bringing this to the court. He will be sentenced to life in prison without parole. At the moment, he is sentenced to 6 years in prison with the possibility of parole, right? So if I can tie him to these crimes, he will be sentenced to life. It all makes sense, Jared. His DNA were found at the scene. I'm bringing this to court tomorrow, bringing it to the piece of evidence, bringing it to the police station. All right? Get the people ready. Make sure they're analyzing this. On it. So you're telling me he committed all these crimes? Yep, I relocated the crimes and I definitely found his blood there, his fingerprints, and his footprints there. Wow, Styles, you've always been impressive when it came to investigations, so bring this to the courtroom in 2 weeks when the trial begins. Okay. Wow, you really pieced everything together, didn't you? Yep, once these files are shown to the judge and DNA forensics, he is definitely being sentenced to life to prison. Yeah, he's definitely not getting parole after this evidence comes out. So how did you know before the forensic DNA? Well, according to some witnesses, they say that they can easily connect him to these crimes. Because according to the time and place the crimes were committed, he was nowhere to be found. And once the crimes were done being committed, he randomly started acting suspicious the next day after the murders. So I relocated where the murders were committed, I found his DNA there, and boom. So yeah, now he's going to jail without parole. He definitely won't be seeing the light of day ever again after this information.